Now we will take a science lesson, and this unit that we're studying is about how does the Earth's surface change. As we mentioned earlier, we said that, as we mentioned earlier, that the Earth's surface change in two ways. Some changes happen to it very slowly. You can hardly notice them until long years pass, okay? And some changes happen to Earth very quickly. You can notice them very quickly at the same time, okay? So now we will start the second thing that it changes Earth very slowly, which is erosion. So our lesson today is going to be erosion. Let's start. So let's see, what does erosion mean? Okay. As we said earlier, that weathering is breaking down a big rock into smaller pieces. So, and we can hardly notice weathering. We can just see the difference that happens to a rock after long time passes, okay? So let's see, what do we mean by erosion? What is it? Let's see this one.
Look at that muddy river. Watch as the flowing water carries sand, soil,
and mud downstream. Water can cause erosion, which can slowly change Earth's surface. Wind and ice can cause erosion too. Changes from erosion may reshape a beach, a coastline, or a whole island.
Okay, let's watch again.
Look at that muddy river. Watch as the flowing water carries sand, soil, and mud downstream. Water can cause erosion, which can slowly change Earth's surface. Wind and ice can cause erosion too. Changes from erosion may reshape a beach, a coastline, or a whole island.
Okay, so erosion can happen by water, by air, by ice, okay? So what is it? Is it breaking a rock into smaller pieces? No, that is weathering. When we have a breaking, that is weathering. When it's erosion, that is moving. Erosion likes moving things from one place to another. So what does it move? What does it move? Small rocks, sand, mud, soil. So this is what erosion moves. It moves small rocks, sand, soil from one place to another. Does it break it? Do we have a breaking in an erosion process? No, at all. Erosion finds the small rocks ready, the sand, the soil. In the erosion, we just have moving them from one place to another, from one place to another. Okay, tell me if you ever went, if you have just a minute, have you ever gone to the beach and played with the sand? Did you try to make a hole in the beach? So this is exactly the erosion. The erosion is moving the sand from one place to another, but it's for long distance, okay? And this changes the Earth's surface. Here, the one who is the hero again is the wind. The wind blows from different places to other ones. So when it blows, it moves with it sand, small pieces or tiny pieces of rocks and soil from one place to another. Who does this? The wind. Okay, so let's continue with erosion by wind. Erosion is picking up and moving of rocks, soil, or sand from one place to another. Erosion is picking up, taking us. Are you going to move the rocks, the small rocks or soil without you take them up? No, we're going to pick them up. Come on, come with us. Okay, so we're going to take them, pick them up, and then move them from one place to another. How
Wind erosion can happen
cause erosion
anywhere,
to Earth's
but it
surface?
happens a lot in dry places. That's because it is easy for wind to pick up small dry pieces of sand or dust and blow them around. Wind erosion slowly but constantly changes Earth's surface. It can damage farms, for example, by blowing away the rich soil used to grow crops. It can also reshape deserts or bury an entire area in dust, sand, or ash.
So how wind causes erosion to Earth's surface? Let's watch again.
Wind erosion can happen anywhere, but it happens a lot in dry places.
It happens
That's
a lot
because
where?
it is
In dry places like the deserts. The deserts are dry places and they are full of sand and they are mostly windy. Wind blows in them lots.
easy for wind to pick up small dry pieces of sand or dust and blow them around.
As you
Wind
see in the
erosion
picture here.
slowly but constantly changes Earth's surface.
So, when the wind blows and moves pieces of sand or soil or dust from one place to another, this makes a change in the Earth's surface. So, the place it moved from, the soil, stop it, Nirvana. The place it moved the soil from or the sand is going to have less sand or less dust, and we will have more in the place it moved to. So the Earth's surface is going to be changed.
It can damage farms, for example, by blowing away the rich soil used to grow crops. It can also reshape deserts or bury an entire area in dust, sand, or ash.
How does erosion by wind changing Earth's surface? Who can answer this? Okay, is it wind is moving sand from one place to another, or wind is breaking sand into smaller pieces, or wind is pushing bits of sand together into rocks? Who can answer this? How does the erosion by wind happens, or what does it do? Who can tell me? Which choices? Who can tell me? How does erosion by wind happens? Yes, Awab.
It's A.
A. Very good. Let's check.
Nice job. Wind blowing sand from one place to another.
So yes, wind is moving sand from one place to another. Wind doesn't collect the pieces of sand together to make them a rock. No, this is wrong. And wind doesn't break sand into smaller pieces. It just pick them up and move them to a different place. So what do we call this process? When the wind moves sand from one place to another, what do we call this process? Who can tell me the name of it? When the wind moves pieces of sand from one place to another, what do we call this? Who can answer me? Who can tell me what is the name of this process that it changes the Earth's surface? Ahmed, what is it?
Erosion.
Erosion by what? It's erosion by what? Who does the moving? Who moves sand from one place to another? What does it?
From one place to another.
Who did it?
Wind is moving sand from one place to another.
Very good. Thank you, Ahmed. Yes, now you are speaking it clearly. Thank you. So yes, it is the wind. The hero of today's lesson is the wind. It moves pieces of sand from one place to another, and we call this erosion by wind. Because we have different types of erosions. We have erosion by water. Maybe sometimes the water moves the pieces of rock from one place to another. So this is our lesson for today. Who can say it to me? What is erosion? Who can tell me what is erosion? Okay, Nirvana.
Erosion is wind that moves dust or sand from one place to another. And we can also move the sand in water.
Yes, so erosion can happen also by water. So the water can move the small pieces of rocks or sand or mud from one place to another, and that does what? Keep the Earth's surface as it is, or it changes it? Awab, can you tell me? What does erosion do to the Earth's surface? Keep it the same or change it?
Change it.
Slowly or very fast?
Slowly.
Very good. Thank you, Awab. So smart of you. Who can repeat it? Yusuf.
What I repeat?
What is erosion?
Erosion.
What happens when we have erosion in the earth? When erosion happens to the earth's surface, what happens? So, erosion is breaking the rock, the big rock, into smaller pieces, or moving the rock and sand from one place to another, Yusuf.
One place to another place.
Very good. Okay, does it happen slowly or fast? The change happens to earth very slowly or very fast?
Slowly.
Thank you, Yusuf. So smart of you. Okay, who can explain to me?
Miss Maqdam and Noor and Usama, they're writing in the chat.
Thank you. It's okay. I will see it later, okay? Thank you, Yusuf. Maqdam, tell me, what's erosion by wind?
Erosion by end.
By end. By wind. Not by end. Yes, say it. What is it? Yes, Maqdam, what's erosion by wind? Okay, does it happen very fast or very slowly?
Slowly.
What happens very slowly? The earth stays the same or it changes?
Drinks.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Thank you. Okay, who else is going to explain to us? Yusuf, you did. Awab, you did. Bara'a. What is erosion by wind, Bara'a?
Erosion. Um,
Mira, stop it.
It moves very slowly.
What moves very slowly?
The wind. Oh no. The wind.
The wind takes what?
The sand.
Very good. The sand or small rocks or tiny rocks with it from one place to another. Does this keep the Earth's surface the same or it changes it?
It changes it.
Okay, change it. Very fast or very slow?
Very slow.
Thank you. Very good. Yes, who can repeat it? Who can explain to us what's erosion by wind? Nirvana?
I said.
You
I'm the
said.
first one.
We am?
Erosion, wind, by wind.
Thank
Yes.
you. Think of it, we am. Be ready. Time. What's erosion by wind?
Erosion by wind.
Look at me, don't look at your father. Yes, tell me, what's erosion by wind? Something happens by who? Who does it? Or what does it to the earth? Time, yes? Okay. Does erosion change the earth's surface or no?
Change.
Changes it very fast or very slow?
Slow.
Okay. Then, when erosion happens, there is something is being broken or something is being moved.
Moved.
What is this thing? It's what? Sand and just tiny rocks or small pieces of rocks or dust. Who moves them? Or what moves them? The wind.
The wind.
And we also have erosion by water. So sometimes the water moves pieces of tiny rocks or sand or mud or dust from one place to another. Okay, we have two types of erosion. Erosion by wind, when the wind moves the pick up. When the wind pick up the tiny pieces of rocks and sand and dust and move it to other places. From one place to another, and this changes the Earth's surface, and this change is a slow one. We can notice it through long years, okay? You cannot notice it very fast. Okay. Thank you, time. Who's left? Who didn't answer? Elena, explain to me erosion by wind.
It's slow and the earth will be different.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Elena.
Teacher,
and what does the wind move?
Earth. What?
What does the wind move?
The rocks.
The rocks, yes, the small pieces of rocks or sand. Okay. Miral, what is erosion by? You said it? Who didn't answer? Noor and Judy. Okay, Judy.
Teacher, yeah, I didn't answer.
You didn't answer? Okay, so
Yeah.
say it. What is erosion by wind?
Erosion by wind is when the what is it's coming like that, okay? It's broken small pieces. The rocks.
Break it or move it?
Move it, I mean.
Yes, because breaking, that is weathering, okay? Okay, can we notice this change on the Earth's surface very fast or very slow?
Slowly, very slowly.
Very good. Thank you, Miral. Judy, what is erosion by wind?
Mm,
What happens to the Earth's surface when it has erosion by wind? What happens?
changes.
Changes. Very good. How?
Like the wind is calm and have here a rock is one day fall small piece in the floor. For millions time it's come like that.
Very good. Thank you. Very good, Judy. Thank you. Okay. Usama?